Take a look at this. This is the front page of the Kansas City Star today. Bursting at the seams. Kansas City hospitals turn away ambulances. Kansas City reporting that 8 metro hospitals and emergency departments were so overwhelmed by patients this week that they turned away new patients. They turned away ambulances trying to drop patients off because they were so overwhelmed with COVID patients they couldn't take anyone else in. That's Kansas City. This was the somewhat terrifying front page today of the New York Times. U.S. virus cases climb toward third peak. The whole front page, middle column, showing how we are now crashing into a third peak of COVID infections all over the country. Here's the Washington Post front page today. Above the fold, next to the presidential town halls last night, biggest spike in virus cases across U.S. since August. And then you see right below that headline in all caps, daily infections back above 60,000. And I know the Times and the Post are basically two of America's national newspapers now. But look at local papers, right? You can pick almost anywhere in the country right now. Just pick a state. Look at Texas. Here's the El Paso Times today. We're slipping. City at virus high. That's in El Paso right now. Look at the Austin American-Statesman. Virus hospitalizations rising again. Look at Tennessee. Here's the Chattanooga Times Free Press. Rural communities face COVID-19 spikes. And that's not a story about like something happened nationally. That's local. Rural counties surrounding Chattanooga are experiencing their own spikes in COVID-19 cases. Look at the front page of the Detroit News. Michigan sees record amount of new coronavirus cases. And in Ohio, the Dayton Daily News. Officials say we are trending in the wrong direction. Ohio tops its daily case record. All across the country, we are seeing new surges and hospitals being strained. It's not a Midwest story or an East Coast story or a Southern state story. It's all over. In Indiana, the state facing a critical ICU bed shortage 3 weeks after Indiana's Republican governor removed most restrictions designed to slow the spread of the virus. In the state of Wisconsin, hospitals across the state at or near capacity with intensive care units in some hospitals reporting being more than 90% full. They've opened an Army field hospital in Wisconsin now. In North Dakota, doctors are pleading for officials to promote masks as North Dakota hospitals top out in terms of their capacity. Montana Governor Steve Bullock has put out a nationwide request for nurses to please come to Montana to help deal with the dramatic increase in COVID cases there and the staffing shortages that are making it hard to get people the care they need. Over 40 states reporting a rise in new cases right now. It's everywhere. This week we hit 8 million cases in the U.S., but the peaks, the new peaks that we're reaching and the hospitalization records that we're reaching are all over the country. I mean, yesterday the country reported over 65,000 new cases. Right? We are clearly headed in the wrong direction. And this isn't a one-day event or a coincidence, right? All those papers that I just showed you sharing the unfortunate similarity of front-paging terrifying headlines about how the virus is playing out locally. I mean, this is a regular thing now. Yeah, today's headlines were really bad on COVID. Here was yesterday, front page of the Albuquerque Journal in New Mexico. New Mexico daily virus total blows past record, right? That was yesterday. Today's no better. New Mexico's virus spread on fire. That's 2 subsequent days in the Albuquerque paper. In Idaho, the Times News yesterday, Twin Falls sets a new record for COVID cases. Situation is getting worse. Community needs to slow spread. That's yesterday. Look at the front page today. Alarming rise in COVID cases. Look at Wyoming. Here's the Thursday front page of the Casper Star Tribune in bold, all caps, spanning the whole front page, tip of the iceberg. Wyoming Medical Center opens surge unit to handle spike. Hospital declares code orange. That's yesterday. Wyoming situation looks no better today. Here's the Wyoming Tribune Eagle today. COVID cases confirmed in Wyoming since March top 7,000. That headline, see how they've overlaid the new cases graph over the map of the state there in Wyoming? That's their new cases graph. Looks like the near side of the Matterhorn. Here's Thursday's front page of the Chippewa Herald in Wisconsin. Wisconsin, of course, experiencing one of the worst COVID surges in the country right now. Simply cannot keep up. Look at the paper's front page today. State sets another record.